All right, what's up? We're gonna do a total body joint warm up. This is a great way to take 5 minutes, get all the different joints up and running, get them feeling good. You can do this in the morning as a break in between stuff you're doing throughout the day and just to kind of check in with yourselves. Maybe you've been sitting for a while, maybe you're traveling, sitting in a car, airplane, something like that. It's a great way just to get some synovial fluid going throughout all the joints. Synovial fluid is just that, I like to think of it as just the good stuff, basically, that just helps keep things lubricated, kind of greasing the groove. So first, we're gonna just kind of habit stack. We're gonna be either in a squat or seiza position. You can use cushions, pillows, anything to regress this to make it comfortable for you. And we're just gonna start doing some wrist circles for about 30 seconds or so. And going in one direction, just getting the joint moving in all different directions, getting some strength involved. And then incorporating that breath that we've been working on. So in, breathe into the back side of your body, and then out, engage your core, capitalize on that strength. We got another 10 seconds or so on this side, and then we're just gonna reverse the direction for around 30 seconds. And reverse, I'm gonna go to a squat just to get a little different input. Heels can be lifted, whatever your squat looks like. Just gonna go for another 30 seconds with the wrist rolls. You can see that I'm starting to get my full arm involved, but primarily focused on the wrist rolls. And we got another 10 seconds before we then get into some elbow rotations, just to get everything feeling nice and loose. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Some elbow rotations. So I'm gonna go up to standing, and we're just gonna do some nice, loose. We're just getting that elbow bending, rotating, and articulating. Another 10, 15 seconds in this direction, and then we'll swap and then go the other direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna switch my legs and then reverse the movement a little bit just to get that different input. Taking in the sun while I can, taking advantage of the weather. And get my socks off to get grounded. But if you're doing this inside, all good. Just try to get some natural sunlight in throughout the day. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're gonna go into single-sided shoulder rotations. And I wanna call out here that, from the front, you can see that as I'm going forward circles, I'm getting my spine involved as well. Head is going over the foot, slowly getting the spine online is also warming up the shoulder. And from the side, you can see that as I go back, I extend, open up my chest. And then as I go forward, it's almost like I'm dunking or I'm spiking a volleyball. And I'm going into a little bit of flexion with my spine. This feels really good, especially after you've been sleeping in a position all night. Or maybe you've been sitting at your desk all day, a little bit hunched over, or on the couch watching TV. This really helps open things up, give you a couple different angles, but really just play around with what feels good for you. You'll find that as you go back, you might open up your arm, and as you come forward, you might internally rotate your hand a little bit and pronate it and switch. Now we're gonna go back. Again, this reminds me of the underhand, obviously, in rope flow. Head is going over the foot, getting the spine involved, but definitely feeling my shoulder warm up here. We got another 15 seconds or so, and we'll go to the other arm. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other arm, forwards. Again, imagine spiking on when you're coming in front and then opening up as you go back. So we're getting this spinal extension and flexion, and we're also getting this side to side rotation as well. Really getting everything warmed up. Another 15 seconds or so on this side, and we'll go in reverse. And reverse it. Get your whole body integrated, ready to start the day. or do the next thing in your day, wherever you are in your day. Don't forget to breathe. Last 10 seconds, and we're gonna warm up our neck in a couple different patterns. All right, time. So now put our hands on our chest just for a little bit of support. And what we're gonna do is just imagine putting your same side ear to your shoulder. So we're getting this lateral flexion of the neck. And don't push this. If you feel any pinching or nervy sensations, back off. We want this to feel good. While we're here, we can focus on having our backside be dominant. So we're getting our weight back, getting our glutes backside online, and then stacking on top of that this neck rotation, neck flexion, getting the neck all greased up. I know oftentimes if I'm sitting at my computer for too long, my neck can really feel a little tight. So this is a great way to check in. Now we're gonna switch and we're gonna go chin to ear, or chin to shoulder. So we're just turning our head side to side. Again, try to go as far as you can comfortably, getting in this nice neck warm up. I like to use my eyes when I'm here. So as I'm looking over, I try to get my eyes engaged, imagining even like looking behind me to get even more rotation that I can. And it's okay if, like me, you see that your spine and your torso starts to move. Everything's kind of connected to each other, but we're trying to focus primarily on the neck. All right, now we're going to imagine that we are a unicorn and we got this big old horn on the top of our forehead. And with that horn, we're going to draw circles. So I'm drawing these big circles in this direction. Whatever direction you're in, just know we're going to go the opposite direction in about 10 seconds or so. Drawing those big circles with my horn. Greasing the groove. Switch, other direction. Oh yeah, feels so good. Last 10 seconds. You can hear Baker in the background, and time. Now we're just gonna go chin to chest. So we're looking chin down and then looking up towards the sky. So getting pure flexion and extension at the neck. Root into your backside when you're standing. This is a great opportunity to ingrain those good posture habits and also get some good mobility in. Last 10 seconds. Time. Now we're going to go lower body. So we're going to do some hip circles. What I'm going to do here is I'm just going to put my feet a little bit closer together, narrow stance, and I'm just going to draw little half circles with my hips going from left to right. Kind of like what we've been doing with rockers, just standing and not as, activating. We're just trying to warm things up. From here, you can play around with maybe doing a reach, getting your lats and your obliques involved. If this feels good, I would say go for it. You can play around with both hands reaching, like you're at a party or something. Woo! Woo! Last 10 seconds. Now we're going to go down to our knees. So legs are going to be together, toes are touching. And what we're going to do here is just knee rotation. So slight bend in the knees. You'll even get some of this warming up in your ankles as well as you put pressure over your foot. This one direction. I'm going to go for another 10-15 seconds or so, and then switch. I like doing this one before I ski. Just gets everything kind of ready for some downhill sporting activities. Switch directions, opposite rotations at the knees. And time. Final one that we're gonna bust out is just some opposite reaches. So you can see here, as I reach up, I'm internally rotating my arm as if I was throwing a punch up towards the sky. Then I'm also bringing my opposite hand down to my hip. So really getting this nice stretch in my lat and then crunching in my right side oblique in this case. So switch, switch. You can bring your hand to your chest and then bring your elbow down to your hip. Remember, eyes on the target, so I'm kind of just gazing slightly up. Last 10, 15 seconds, and we'll just do a nice little shakeout, and that'll be our little total joint warm-up. And time. Shake it out, jump around. Who cares what you look like? Whew. Maybe do some sways, feel into it. And that's the total joint warm-up.